Hey, what's up YouTube? My name's Kevin, and I'll be your host for this complete beginner course on SolidWorks. This will be a series of step-by-step tutorials on CSWA level models. This course is also meant to help you learn a design intent methodology that will help you create smart 3D models that will make it easier for you to revise, increase your accuracy, and speed up your modeling during the examination. So, let's get right into the tutorial. Hey there guys! So today I'm going to help you navigate in 3D in SolidWorks, and as well as we'll take a brief tour of the workspace in SolidWorks. So let's go ahead and you can follow along. So we go to File, New, we go to a brand new part, and we're going to be set up with this. Now for quick reference, let's just create a quick part. Now just follow along with the buttons, you don't have to know what they do yet, but let's click the top plane, Sketch, and then we're going to click this rectangle here. It's going to be called center rectangle. We're going to click our origin. We're just going to put it in an arbitrary place, so it doesn't matter where you put it down. And then we're going to head over to features and then extrude boss. And then we're just going to extrude it slightly. Now this is only for reference, but to kind of navigate in this viewport here being this 3D area where you visually see your 3D part, is that you would traditionally use a 3-button mouse. So one that has a left click, a right click, and preferably a middle button and scroll wheel. So to rotate your part, you would actually press down on your scroll wheel or middle click and then rotate your part slightly, moving your mouse. Now to zoom in and out is that you use your scroll wheel and go up and down your scroll wheel. And a couple of other thing is that if you want to keep this same view and move around, you can actually hold down Control and the middle button, and you could pan around. Shift middle button lets you zoom in and out of your part. So shift middle button. So let's center this into our page. And let's say if you get super lost and you're super zoomed in, you can actually press F, which stands for fit, and it'll fit your part into your screen. So now we have our 3D part, or 3D space. We know how to kind of navigate with rotate being the middle square, holding down the middle scroll wheel button, zooming with the scroll button, with the scrolling up and down the scroll, and then panning it holding Control and middle scroll wheel button. Now let's get to know what SolidWorks is about. Now, if you've noticed, we actually use this sketch for any 2D items. So all of our 2D commands will be housed in this sketch panel. We'll go more in depth which each one does as we go through tutorials more about each of them. So in the features panel, these are the tools that actually manipulate or create 3D geometry. So we'll only be really using features, sketch, and evaluate. We will be using much more. Now, going to our feature tree, or the left side of the screen here, which is this area, the top here is going to show you where your part name or your part and configuration is at. So the first part is going to be part 2, and then it's going to be default. And all this default means is that your part, once you create a brand new part, it'll always be in default configuration. Later in the tutorial, we'll show you how to add more configurations and actually be utilizing that a little bit more. So then we have our history. We typically don't really touch this, or the sensors, or the annotations for this tutorial. But we will be kind of using the solid bodies, the solid bodies folder. Now this solid bodies folder just displays all the solid bodies inside your part. So if you go to sketch and we just create an arbitrary rectangle, arbitrary cube in the side, it'll show you that we actually have two solid bodies in the part, and this will be all under the solid bodies folder. So as you create more and more bodies, then they'll all display here, and you're able to click one by one and be able to use certain commands on them, such as isolate, which kind of hides all other parts except for the part you selected or parts you selected, or you can delete it out of the part itself. And then going downwards is the equations folder, which we'll get more into the tutorial. Materials panel. Our three planes, we're able to right click and hide them if we wish. And below is our origin, which displays where our 000 point is at in 3D space. And then right under that, we actually have a feature tree. Now this feature tree is a history of all the features and sketches and reference geometry that you use to create your model in your 3D space. So as you see, that we first created our first extrude, and then we created our second extrude. And if you were to click on this arrow, you actually get our previous sketch. Now, the wonderful thing about SolidWorks is that you're actually able to manipulate the sketches relatively easily. So if I right click and then edit sketch, I'm able to move around my sketch or change or add dimensions. Let's say we call this 70. We're actually able to add dimensions or etc. whatever we need to, as if it was just a brand new sketch, and it will automatically update in the visual viewport. And as we add more and more features, it will actually accumulate in this feature panel. So if I were to add, example, a hole, then that feature will go right below the other ones. So I think that's it for the navigation in Workspace. For the next video, we're actually going to start on the first part and learning how to actually 3D design off a drawing. So see you guys then. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. If you have any questions, please comment below, and I will answer as a reply comment or as a short video between the courses to help out any others who probably have the same question as you. Feedback and video suggestions are appreciated and helps me to improve the design of the content for you all to better enjoy and learn. Thank you for watching, and all of you have my greatest respects for pursuing to learn new great things.